Just a few days ago, during the Easter celebration, we caught up with another food tradition by these communities, and it is called the feijão, which is an import from Brazil and eaten mainly on Good Fridays.
It's mainly what we call aduki beans. It's beans. It's now called aduki beans and coconut. That's really the basics. Those are the main basic. Those are the basic ingredients that go into making feijão. Now, the coconut is extracted. When I was younger, there used to be something they call, I think, raspado or rasp. They use it to extract the coconut, get the milk out of the coconut, mix it with the beans. They would have, the beans will be all ground into a paste, and then the water of the beans is what you cook, and you stir it, mix it with the coconut, add a bit of sugar, add cinnamon and some other little things, and that takes hours, right, until it thickens.
Bear in mind again that some of these returnees were Christians and predominantly Catholics.
My mom comes from a Brazilian descent. Her mother was the late Mrs. Dorcas Ayinke Duarte. She came from the Duarte family. They were all based in Lagos Island, and they used to live in where we call Brazilian quarters in Lagos Island. So obviously she has learned the art from the environment of making what Good Friday is particular about, which is actually called feijão. On Good Friday, a lot of Brazilian families, their staple food, like Christmas Day, it's turkey and turkey. Good Friday for the early settlers of Lagos Island, it's feijão. That's the food they use to signify that it's Good Friday. It's a Brazilian dish. It's called feijão. So it's like a mixture of Brazilian and Senegal dish.
Feijão is a delicacy from beans and coconut milk prepared as a suitable meal for Good Fridays.
To signify Good Friday is to signify the culture of the Brazilians. I think Catholic.
Because
they call them Coco Aguda. A lot of them they all came back and they were all living in Lagos Island, where we call Brazilian quarters. And I remember when I was very young, I used to go and visit my grandmother, and every home had feijão that they were making from scratch. Now we've kind of moved on to the next level because on Good Friday, my mom would normally make a lot of feijão, and as a gesture of goodwill, she gives them out like Christmas Day to family and friends. But it became so popular that we've now started to sell feijão in her premises because a lot of people come, a lot of people want to now give them out, and they particularly don't want to go through the long process of making the feijão. It's a pretty long.
Mrs. Kemi Mario has gone commercial on it. She has decided to take the labor of homes and families in the preparation of feijão because of the number of hours it takes. The practice was handed down to her by her mom, who picked it up from her own mom.
So, I just eat only this or?
No, you can mix it. You can mix it.
Okay.
Give us your verdict.
Okay, wait, you're panicking me right now. Just
The judges say.
So what can you taste in the
what taste I can?
You can taste the cinnamon.
Yeah.
Can you taste the coconut milk?
Yeah, at the back of My tongue, yeah.
Yeah, can you taste the beans?
Yeah, like I can taste more like the aroma in there.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's not actually the raw beans, it's when you extract it, that's what you
You have to taste it again.
I think
Go
for,
ahead, say.
while it's okay, but I think for me, Frejon actually is almost a symbol.
Okay, interesting. I've eaten a Brazilian meal
Right.
way back in history,
Right.
and I think I'm part of history now, right?
You are part of
there
history.
you go.
Yes.
I am, right? I'm Phillips, yeah.
Yes.
But I don't know which Phillips this is. Anyway,
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Everyone here on this day has come just to pick up their meal of Frejon. The cars packed are a testament of a reenactment of an old tradition that dates back centuries.
I think the Brazilians, when they came back from Brazil, I was in Brazil last summer, and when I was there, I realized that a lot of the restaurants in Brazil, it's like just having a dessert here. You go to a restaurant in Brazil and you say, "Can I have Frejon?" And it's actually on the menu. It's just something that is normal, and they obviously enjoyed Frejon. You know, any bean-based product is what I think the black settlers they like. And
They gravitate towards
yes,
that.
because in Brazil there is akara, they call it akara jet.
Wow.
Yeah, they call it akara
Just the way
jet.
we have it?
Just the way we have it in Nigeria, there's akara jet. And then there's Frejon as well, which is also a bean-based product. So I guess all the Brazilian settlers, early Brazilian black settlers that came into Lagos Island, they all settled in Lagos Island, started making that same Frejon on Good Friday, and it's been like that.
On this day also, there's a surprise caller. Not even her status could get in the way as the former Chief Judge of Lagos, Justice Ayotunde Phillips, makes it here to buy her own Frejon.
Every Good Friday, this is what my mother used to do. That's how we were brought up. Every Good Friday, we don't eat meat. We have Frejon, and then we toast the gari in the oven to make it nice and crisp, and then we have it with fish stew, and it's really delicious. And what my mom told me really was that it was the Brazilians, those that came back from Brazil, that brought it along with them. And that is something that they make out of brown beans and coconuts. When I was much younger, I used to make it myself. But now I'm getting old and lazy, I now come and get it from Sisi Bimbo.
Mengao is another food accomplice, all from the Brazilian roots.
Mingau is basically what we call it, tapioca.
Oh, okay.
But I think the name Mingau came from
Also
Brazilian. It's Brazilian.
Okay.
So, but it's actually tapioca pudding,
which is also from Brazil.
which is also from Brazil. We decided to do both on Good Friday because they're like significance of Brazil, Nigeria,
Delicacy
that have come in.
The migao is basically a tapioca thing, which is very West African. But the Frejon came with the returnees, and in succession they've always practiced this. I remember my mom used to prepare this Frejon where members of the friends and families will come around and we'll have a nice Good Friday. But you can see this, my sister here preparing this, and it's more commercial these days, and everybody is into it. We all enjoy it, and the families who enjoyed it at that time, they've now relinquished the pressure of preparing Frejon, so they go to commercial places like this to buy these days.
Over time, there is a growing example to the effect that food, culture, tradition, religion can strengthen ties, unite across borders, and make better a world that is fast drifting into divisiveness. So when next you hear names like Da Silva, Da Santos, Pinheiro, Doherty, Da Rocha, Salvador, Gomez, just know that these names have links and connection to Brazil. But then again, you should also remember that they are Nigerians and also Lagosians. Thanks for being a part of this week's. Join us again next week, same time, same station. Bye for now.